Chapter 12. The first strike goes to the Time Fixers. Princess Twilight and the others continued the games in hoping of convincing Empress Fiora Wilder to quit working for the Time Fixers, but it was no use, and soon they found themselves out of the game. Spike was the only one who noticed Vel had snuck off in the middle of the competition, and being worried about her, Spike decided to go follow her, while Tempest's shadow helped Princess Twilight avoid any more losses. Otherwise, Fiora Wilder might end up going for her soul or something that would ruin their reputation.
Where are you going?
Asked Spike, who noticed that they were going too far into Plunderite's hometown, and he got an uneasy feeling they were being watched. I'm looking for Rexa. I haven't seen her since we got here, and they were supposed to be working together, said Vel, who surprised Spike with the strange fact that she had that knowledge. Ponies aren't the only ones with good ears, Spike. Look, aren't you always tired of being a sidekick when you could be a hero?
Where is this coming from? Last night you barely wanted anything to do with heroics because we told you about your species being related to the only other one who's still alive is a villain named after his own species,
said Spike, who was surprised at this.
Oh.
I just had a lot of time to think it over, but I'm worried, said Vel, who got her attention. I was supposed to die, Spike. Apparently, if that had stayed the same, Twilight wouldn't have gotten a new path, and Fiora Wilder claims that I'm the only one who's a real threat to her plans, because I was actually the first in line to be the element of magic, not Twilight.
That makes no sense. As far as we know, you can't use magic, and you were born over a million years before the pillars of Equestria planted the seeds that formed the tree of harmony that created the element of harmony. How could that snake predict something like that far into the future?
Asked Spike, who was very confused.
You sure she wasn't trying to mess with you?
Maybe, but the way she detailed it made it too good to be a big fat lie. She said if Twilight continues to explore her dark magic heritage, she'll lose her connection to her element of harmony, and I'm a very likely replacement, said Val, before shaking her head. I just, Uh-oh. Suddenly, there was a huge reptilian monster that said with an evil grin as these clock symbols appeared all over its body.
There you are. Lady Silva wants you dead, and she says no witnesses.
Spike, run! Cried Vel, before they both ran off in opposite directions through the village, but the beast decided to chase after her. Vel went to hide in what looked like a ship's brig when she said she saw a suspicious-looking pony sneaking around the place. Phew! That was... Hey, what are you doing here? You're the captain of the boat we came on?
Okay, I'm not actually a boat captain. I'm Agent Gold Sky, one of the last of the Flutter ponies, and one of the other leaders of the Time Ghosts,
said the captain, who took off her captain's outfit to reveal she was a pony-sized, breezy-looking creature. It's a long story, but being a field agent and one of our group's leader is very fun. Anyway, I'm here investigating the same thing as you, and the princess, only I had an informant. One of the local Plunderites isn't pleased with Empress Fiora Wilder's rule and claims there was a dirty cheating in the game that got her the position she asked today, but I have no proof. No, you have a witness, came this voice as they suddenly turned to see Rexa tied up to a wall by these plunder vines. After a brief story, Vel smiled at this as she said with a distrusting look, "Even if I were willing to believe your story, why would I want to believe you would confess to your part in it? She double-crossed me, and I bet you'd love to get revenge as much as I could. I bet she told you she was the one who poisoned you back on that rooftop, right?" asked Rexa, who got even her curious. "Look, get me in front of Queen Gaia, and I'll spill the beans on everything. The mole is going to be there." "Okay, let's do it. Only one problem, said Vil, while opening a window curtains to reveal the giant lizard that was hunting for her. "A time raptor. She finally followed through with her threat," said Gold Sky before thinking it over as she frees Rexa from the plunder vines. "Okay, I can get Rexa to where the games are being held so she can confess to everything while you deal with the giant alligator." "What? No way. I'm not a fighter. I don't even have magic said Vil. But then she looked to the one claw in her tail hand that used to have her magic ring and remembered what the Empress had told her. "Okay, I'll do it. After me. It's after me after all." Vil took off into the Plunderite city quickly, getting the Time Raptor's attention.